Welcome to Easy English Podcast.
Learn English with ease.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Easy English Convos. I'm George.
And I'm Marlen. It's great to be here with you all. Today, we have a very important topic, visiting a doctor.
That's right. Going to a doctor can be stressful, especially in a new country and a new language. Our goal today is to give you the words and phrases you need to feel confident.
Exactly. So, where do we start, George?
The first step is always booking an appointment. This usually means calling the doctor's office or the clinic.
Okay, so I pick up the phone. What do I say?
A simple and polite phrase is, "Hello, I'd like to make an appointment to see the doctor."
I'd like to make an appointment. That's a great phrase. Let's repeat that. I'd like to make an appointment.
Perfect. The person on the phone, the receptionist, will probably ask, "Have you been here before?" If it's your first time, you can say, "No, I'm a new patient."
I'm a new patient. Got it. And what if I have been there before?
Then you can just say, "Yes, I have." They will then ask for your name and date of birth to find your file.
Okay. They will also ask why I want to see the doctor, right?
Yes, they might ask, "What is the reason for your visit?" You don't need to give a lot of detail. You can say something simple like, "I have a bad cough," or "I have a stomach ache," or even just, "I'm not feeling well."
So keep it simple. I'm not feeling well. That's easy to remember.
Exactly. The receptionist will then offer you a date and time. For example, "We have an opening on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Does that work for you?"
And I can say, yes, that works. Or, no, do you have anything in the afternoon?
Precisely. Once you agree on a time, your appointment is booked. So you've made the call, and now it's the day of your appointment. You arrive at the clinic. What's next, Marlen?
This part is called check-in. You go to the front desk to the receptionist.
Mm-hmm.
You can say, hello, I have an appointment with Dr. Smith at 10 a.m. My name is Marlen.
Very clear. The receptionist will ask for two important things, your ID card and your insurance card. It's always a good idea to have those ready.
Right. ID and insurance. They might also give you some papers to fill out, especially if you are a new patient. These are called forms.
Yes, these forms ask for your personal information, like your address and phone number. They also ask about your medical history.
Medical history? What does that mean?
Good question. Your medical history is information about your past health. For example, any past sicknesses, surgeries, or if you have allergies.
Ah, okay. So it's important to know the English words for any health problems you have.
It is very helpful. After you give back the forms, the receptionist will say, "Please take a seat. The doctor will be with you shortly." Then you wait in the waiting room.
Okay, so now we are checked in. The next part is the most important, talking to the doctor.
Correct. A nurse will call your name and take you to an exam room. The nurse might check your blood pressure and temperature first. Then the doctor comes in. The doctor will likely start by saying, "So, what seems to be the problem today?" Or, "What brings you in today?"
This is where we need to describe our symptoms. George, what is a symptom?
A symptom is any feeling of illness or a change in your body that shows you might be sick. For example, a cough is a symptom, a headache is a symptom, a fever is a symptom.
Okay, that's clear. So how about we do a little role play? I will be the patient and you can be the doctor.
Excellent idea. Let's begin. Hello, Marlen. I'm Dr. George. What brings you in today?
Hello, doctor. I'm not feeling well. I have a sore throat and a headache.
Okay, let's stop the role play for a moment. Notice how Marlen used the phrase, "I have a." This is a very useful structure. I have a sore throat. I have a headache. I have a fever. I have a cough.
Right, it's simple and direct. You can also say, I feel. For example, I feel dizzy, which means you feel like the room is spinning, or I feel nauseous, which means you feel like you might vomit.
Great examples. Now, back to our role play. So, you have a sore throat and a headache. How long have you had these symptoms?
They started about 3 days ago.
Okay, pause. The doctor will always want to know about duration or how long. How long have you had these symptoms is a very common question. You can answer with for 3 days or since Monday.
That's useful. Duration is important. What's next?
Next is severity. How bad is it? Let's talk about pain. The doctor might ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst pain imaginable, how would you rate your headache?
The 1 to 10 scale. I've heard of that. So 1 is very little pain and 10 is very, very bad pain.
Correct. Another way to describe severity is using words. You can say the pain is mild, moderate, or severe.
Can you explain those? What does mild mean?
Mild means not very bad. You can still do your normal activities. Moderate means it's more serious. It's difficult to focus on other things. And severe means the pain is very, very bad.
Okay, mild, moderate, severe. So if my headache is not too bad, I can say it's a mild headache.
Exactly. The doctor also might ask about the type of pain. Let's go back to our role play. Marlen, tell me about the pain in your head. Is it a sharp pain or a dull ache?
Oh, those are good words. What's the difference between sharp pain and dull ache?
A sharp pain is strong and sudden, like a knife. A dull ache is a pain that is steady and not sharp. It's more of a constant, low-level pain.
I see. So for my headache, I would say it's a dull ache.
Very good. So to review, when describing symptoms, you should talk about what the symptom is, how long you've had it, how severe it is, and what type of pain it is.
What, how long, how severe, and what type. That's a great summary.
Now, after you describe your symptoms, the doctor will ask more questions. A very important one is, are you allergic to any medication?
An allergy is when your body has a bad reaction to something, right?
Yes, it's very important for the doctor to know. If you have an allergy, you can say, yes, I'm allergic to penicillin. If you don't have any, you say, no, I don't have any allergies, or not that I know of.
Not that I know of. That's a good phrase if you are not sure.
Another question is, are you currently taking any medication? This includes vitamins or supplements.
So I should tell them about everything I take?
Yes, it's best to be complete. After asking questions, the doctor will do an examination. They might listen to your heart and lungs, look in your ears and throat, or check your temperature.
Okay, and after the exam?
The doctor will give you a diagnosis. A diagnosis is what the doctor thinks the problem is. For example, it sounds like you have a common cold.
And then they will tell me what to do.
Right, they will give you instructions. They might say you should get plenty of rest and drink lots of fluids, or they might give you a prescription.
A prescription is a note from the doctor for medicine, correct?
Exactly. You take the prescription to a pharmacy or drugstore to get the medication. The doctor will explain how to take it. For example, take 1 pill twice a day with food.
It's very important to understand these instructions. If I don't understand, can I ask the doctor to repeat it?
Absolutely. Never be afraid to ask questions. You can say, I'm sorry, can you please repeat that? Or could you explain that again more slowly? It's your health. It's important to be clear.
That makes a lot of sense, George. But what if the problem is more specific? For example, what if I have a skin issue or a problem with my heart? Does the same doctor handle everything?
That's really good advice. At the end of the visit, the doctor will usually ask, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, this is your chance to ask anything you are worried about. You could ask, when should I start feeling better? Or, is there anything I should avoid eating or drinking?
Good questions to ask. What about a follow-up?
The doctor might say, I'd like to see you again in 2 weeks. This is a follow-up appointment. They might also say, call me if you don't feel better in a few days.
Okay, so you get your instructions, your prescription, and you know if you need a follow-up. Then the appointment is over.
That's right. You might need to stop at the receptionist's desk on your way out to pay or to schedule your next appointment.
This has been so helpful, George. I feel much more prepared now. Shall we do a quick recap of the most important phrases?
An excellent idea. Let's review. For booking an appointment, you say,
I'd like to make an appointment.
When you arrive at the clinic, you say,
Hello, I have an appointment at...
When the doctor asks what the problem is, you describe your symptoms. A good way to start is,
I have a, for example, I have a cough. Or I feel, for example, I feel sick.
remember to tell the doctor how long you felt this way. For example, I've had this headache for 2 days.
And describe the pain using words like mild, moderate, or severe, and sharp pain or dull ache.
When talking about allergies, you can say, I am allergic to, or I don't have any allergies.
And most importantly, if you don't understand something, you should say, could you please explain that again?
Fantastic. Remembering these key phrases can make a big difference. We hope this helps you feel more comfortable and confident the next time you need to visit a doctor.
It certainly will. Thank you for listening to us. If you found this episode helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more lessons.
Let us know in the comments what you'd like us to talk about next episode. We'll see you next time. Stay healthy.